What's up, everybody? I just wanted to give you an update on our live stream, our live filmings that we do this week, and just some general information. So first, to start out, our live stream will be Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's GMT -4 right now. So do the math in your area if you want to know, or your time zone if you want to know what time that is for you. If you guys want to join the live stream, it's cmclivestream.tv, or you can just go to youtube.com/everydaydrinkers with the /live, and you'll be dropped right on the live interface. That's anybody who wants to watch this Sunday. It'll be me and Ian filming. I don't even have the schedule yet. The reason we pushed it from Friday is because tonight, the Common Man Cocktails crew, my wife, me and Ian were invited to assist Rumson's Rum in Boston at the Boston JerkFest. So if you're in the Boston area and you know where the JerkFest is, it's across the street actually from Lincoln Nod, which we've recorded on site there before as well. So I won't probably be recording anything because this is going to be my first event I've done like this, and quite honestly, me, Ian, and Jennifer are going to be pretty busy. We have to, for the Rumson's folks, we designed 2 cocktails, one to demo their product and one to demo their product in conjunction with a bunch of other rum vendors and other vendors that are doing a cocktail contest. It's kind of not like a hardcore contest, it's more for fun. We created a cocktail utilizing an allspice syrup, which I will hope to be able to put on the show because I'm becoming an expert right now. I'm currently cooking about 30 ounces or so of this syrup, maybe more. And so that's going to be part of it. The cocktail that it will go in is also going to be a collaboration video that I will be designing and building. And there'll be more on that collaboration in a little while. And for those that watched this week's collaboration video with Gretchen's Bakery, if you haven't watched it, I suggest you go watch it. Support Gretchen's Bakery, which is another YouTube channel that we worked with. And we did get one comment saying, that's not how collabs work. Everybody's supposed to be on site for collabs. And that's, that was the implication. That's not really true. Most collaborations, as somebody who contributes to the YouTube community, enough that I've just been invited to become one of the YouTube Google top contributors, full NDA and everything I got to sign for this, so I might be able to get to see some cool private stuff. I can tell you that that is not how most collaborations go. That is really not how they even produce and explain how you do a collaboration video. What we did is very similar to what most people do. And the reason is YouTube is a worldwide audience, and you never know where everybody is. I believe Gretchen's in Florida. I'm in New Hampshire. If I did a collaboration with somebody in LA, like, Tipsy Bartender or something like that, there are certain times where if I'm in the area, as Sky John said, if you're in LA, come on down and we could do a filming. I'm not in LA, right? So if I'm there, yeah, sure. But more than likely, most YouTube collaborators are going to work via shout-outs and tell each other about the different channels and link to them. It's probably helps search better than anything else too. But sure, if I ever have people to collaborate on site with a YouTube artist, then I would totally do that. So that covers that. Also wanted to give a shout out to the latest Patreon subscribers. I will do a more formal shout out in a week or so for you that joined because they watched my last video this week, and I did hear people say, I love your vlogs, so I wanted to put one out as an update and as a vlog. So with that, I should tell you some sort of story about my life. This week, I went to pick up my tiki mugs, the glass tiki mugs we've used in the show. They're at alsodrinks.com. See some cross promotion there. And I picked up a freight of those, and while I was there, I accidentally dropped my iPhone. As you can see, it's not in a good way. See if we can focus it there. It's pretty banged up and shattered, and so it's a little hard to type and stuff without hurting myself. But so that started the day. I jumped over a wire to get out of the way of the freight shipment coming in, just so I was kind of out of the way, and the phone jumps out of my pocket, lands to the ground, instantly shatters. That was awesome. And then, it happens. What are you going to do? And then on the way home, I have this trailer on the back of my car, lugging all these, 300-something pounds of tiki mugs and whatever else is in the back of my my car. And my car starts to make this huge, eerie, horror music sound, like super loud, and it was awful. Scared the crap out of me. And I thought somebody was cutting steel across the street when we were trying to get into my next stop to pick up bubble wrap. And my son's like, "What's that noise?" I'm like, "Oh, it must be somebody cutting some steel." Because as the cars are passing me on this side, it was bouncing off. The noise was bouncing off the car, and it sounded like it was, you know, far away. Turns out as I got down the road, it was still there. It was like chasing me, and I realized it was me. And so that was a little bit scary. The car wasn't acting right. The engine light flipped on. I'm like, oh crap, I got this big, like, am I going to call AAA? I've got, you know, a big wagon on the back of this, and what am I going to do? So I got my bubble wrap, raced home, disconnected, brought it in to have it repaired. $400 later, in 2 hours, I got the car back, so that was great. So that was an experience for a day. And then last night before bed, I let my dog out, sprayed by a skunk, and then I spent the next hour until about 1:30 in the morning scrubbing them down to get all that skunk off of them. And by the way, anybody who has had this happen, for me, what's worked pretty well, and the skunk wasn't too bad. I've had pets as a child that were much denser in smell. I used, everybody else was sleeping, vinegar, baking soda, and dish soap. Scrubbed that out, washed them with shampoo, scrubbed them out again, washed it with shampoo. So, you know, a rundown of 4 times, and seems to be working pretty good. So my day yesterday on Tuesday was pretty active, all in preparation for this crazy thing where we're going to tonight at the JerkFest. And it's not a festival for jerks, by the way. It's a Caribbean jerk sauce and barbecue and stuff. We are going to be making 2 cocktails that we've designed. And we have to make, for this contest, potentially 62-ounce cups plus 5, 6, 12 full glasses with garnish for the judges. And then another set of 32-ounce cups for the other cocktails. So I just bought a massive amounts of ingredients. I've got to make the syrups, and it's probably the biggest cocktail build I've done since the gin contest a few years ago. But that went on for a couple days. So, and it was at my own leisure this time. It's all going to be brought there and made on site, cut orange or citrus, and it's going to be interesting. So that, my friends, are what's going on here at Common Cocktails this week. I did just get a cool contract signature for a website called mode.com. So I'm going to be in the men's section of mode.com once a month doing a tutorial on whatever they want me to do. Probably starting out building, you know, what's the minimum bar gear you need for a guy to go out and start making cocktails, and whatever they come up with. But I think I kind of have a plan and a direction to send them for that. The other thing I wanted to tell you is I want to work on a little series. It's going to be a little bit easier for me to do and digest, and I can kick them out, I hope. And it'll be focused kind of on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, but a little bit more on Facebook. I'll have them in both places, but I want to do the more you know style series where I do like 30 seconds to a minute of just random tips. Things about, I don't know, Dawn Beach. Things about specific tiki drinks, things about shaking egg whites, different techniques for shaking them, and nice little digestible clips that I can then put in a playlist and somebody can blast through, you know, 6 months from now when they finally discover them, and just get all these little tips, and I'll just be kicking them out whenever I can. So look to know what your reaction is on that. That's it, my friends. Stay tuned for tonight's video, which I believe has something, it's the long form version of the cocktail we did today. And then I still have a few more beer reviews that I did with Justin that I'm going to be squirting out in the next few days. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do this weekend for cocktails. That's it. We're teaching you how to drink.